Hey, I'm Eric Keach, and I'm here with Angie, Denna, and Angie is an awesome client over there at CTS. She's been there for about, at the time we're talking here, 18 months, seen some incredible results, and she's here to share her story, her experiences, and what it's like to be able to work out and train over there. So, Angie, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And what I want to do is I want to kind of jump back in this timeline. I want to find out where you were, kind of what you were going through before you decided to sign up and start training over at CTS.
Great. Well, about 18 months ago, my husband and I were trying to get back into taking time for ourselves. We have a 9 and 14-year-old. So prior to having kids, we were always in the gym, played softball, always doing something like that. As soon as we had our children, that all stopped, and we had a hard time with the time management on how much to give it to our kids and how much to give to us. Well, it all went to our kids, which is not a wrong thing. I just didn't know how to take some time for myself. In turn, it showed, and I felt bad. I felt yuck. That's the only word that I can think of, that's because it really describes how I felt. It was really yucky. So we were doing all kinds of research on what would work for us. We knew we needed something really early because during the day we work, and then at night it's sports for our kids. So our son, AJ, was already a client of CTS. And while we were doing our research on where him and I were going to go, my husband and I were going to go, John opened up the adult strength and conditioning at 5:30 in the morning, which is exactly what we were looking for, a 5:30 a.m. class, out, in and out an hour. He has an hour, and he's going to work us for an hour. So it's perfect.
Okay. Now, you said the word yuck, which is kind of funny the way you explained it. So all that time when, your kids, as they were growing up, did you feel like that during that whole time, or did it kind of just get, kind of a snowball, get worse and worse, those feelings as you got?
No, it kind of snowballed. I would definitely say it snowballed, because at first when you just have one, it was kind of a little bit easier to do some kind of workout or try different things as far as fitness, because the whole going to the gym just wasn't working for us. I needed somebody to actually motivate me and tell me what to do, since I was constantly telling other people what to do now. So I needed more like I definitely needed the structured trainer.
Right, right. Now, what was
I don't
it?
want to think about what I have to do. I just want to tell you what my goals are, and then he just tells me what it's going to take to get my goals.
Okay. Now, was there a certain trigger or event, like why at this point all of a sudden did you decide, all right, I'm gonna really look for this when you hadn't done that before?
I just got tired of it, because we used to be athletic, and then it just all of a sudden hit me that 14 years goes by really quick. Well, I guess at that time it was like 12 years, because we've been there 18 months. So next thing you know, I'm pushing 40. So I don't want to look like it. So it was time to get started.
So son goes there, you get involved. So you kind of were already comfortable, familiar with the place a little bit and how it worked. So it probably wasn't too much of like an uncomfortable thing kind of walking in for the first time?
Well, for myself, I was deathly afraid. I was the night before the first class, I could not sleep. I was petrified. I was like, what am I doing? It's been a long time. But the very first class, I remember specifically, and I tell John this all the time, that when he stopped and talked to us first about what we were going to do, he said, I'm going to train you like I train my athletes, and your body is supposed to move that way. And I just kind of was like, okay, here we go. And let me tell you, I'm training like a football player right now, So he's right.
Okay.
He's pushing
he
us
made you,
definitely farther than what we thought we would ever do.
that's awesome. And he made you feel comfortable coming in, right? Like I wasn't,
100%.
Okay, yeah, because you can come in, I can see how, like you said, you were probably nervous or scared, you didn't sleep the night before, not knowing what to expect, but he obviously made you feel really at ease. Okay.
Every single day. And no matter, it's for everybody. It's a very positive atmosphere, no matter what your fitness level is. And I can see people that start now. I think about like we were that person 18 months ago. So our clients that have been there the whole time, it's our job also to make them feel comfortable, because it's not just on elliptical. You're doing some athletic stuff. It's great.
Now, you'd mentioned a positive atmosphere. What else is it like to be a part of that and to be working and having other people surround you that are like that?
Oh, it's vital. It keeps us going every day. It helps us. Uh, it's our habit. So the days that we don't have CTS in the mornings, like I don't care if my alarm goes off at 4:45 to be there at 5:30 a.m. I would rather do that every day rather than just the 3 days that we go, because it just those days that we go, it starts my day off perfect, and that positive atmosphere just it carries throughout the entire day. And no matter if somebody's struggling, everybody is clapping for that person. You know, we're a team for sure.
So it's a team, so you're supporting each other, right? The other clients,
100%.
obviously the other trainers support.
Yes.
So is it maybe in a way, is it like a family?
Oh, 100%. We say, oh, we're a CTS family all the time, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We push each other no matter what our levels are and our strengths are.
Okay. Now you mentioned obviously you tried other things throughout the years, right? The gym thing, you said it wasn't for you. You needed more of the structure. So you've had experience with other places. What is it that makes this place different compared to some of the other places that you've been?
I think for me, personally for me, because I like to lift, and there's not a lot of places where around here where girls really like to lift, and I like that, and I like to push harder and see how strong I can get personally. But as far as I feel like he has the 60 minutes with the whole entire team, and we don't waste a single minute. So I feel like instead of going to the gym 2 hours, because that's what I used to do, it used to be a 2 hour progress, I feel like I get that whole entire 2 hour workout in my hour that I'm at CTS.
So it's saving you time.
I need time management in the worst way. So this is perfect for sure.
Now, you talk about you like to lift. There's not a lot of gyms around there for women that maybe like to do that. But who is this program for? Could it be for anybody, or is it for a specific type of person?
Oh, no, it could be for anybody, because we do a lot of conditioning, a lot of cardio, but then he takes a moment and we have, 15 minutes of lifting, and then we go back and do some cardio, and then we go back to lifting, and we go back to do some cardio. So you get everything.
Right. Okay. And is it fun? You have a good time doing it?
Oh, 100%. I'm constantly cracking jokes. We're always laughing. I have a day. We have a motto for every day. It just depends on how we're feeling. Depends on what the music's playing. It could be Techno Wednesday. It could be Michael Jackson Friday. It doesn't matter. It just builds. It's like a party.
That's
It's a party at 5:30 in the morning.
Now let's talk about the fun stuff. This is the part where everybody likes to hear is you've been there 18 months, so obviously it's working for you, right? You wouldn't stay there if it wasn't working for you. So in the time, what types of results have you seen?
Personally, I think for myself, they have taught me to just worry about my inches rather than my pounds, because we do lift. Some pounds have come off, but I have lost a total of 56 inches total body, top to bottom. So we're measuring my ankles, we're measuring my arms. You know what I mean? So it's all combined, 56 inches for myself. Yes.
How does that make you feel compared to where you were feeling before you signed up?
Oh, I feel great. I was already pretty confident on the outside when in my work environment, but now it's helped my confidence level tenfold. I've always tried to walk around with my head held high, and everybody, sees that, but now I really walk with my head held high. Not in a bad way,
right.
Not in a bad way, but
right.
When people ask, I tell them where I go.
Have you noticed any other side effects and good positive things after working out there? Energy levels, you talked about confidence, anything else you noticed as good benefits from it?
Yeah, energy level is through the roof. There are days, of course, that we're tired, but once we get there and we get moving, it's like it's not 5:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? Definitely, where we have a friendly, competitive spirit. Now that 3 of us go to CTS in the same house, so it's fun because we're always competing, and I'm always telling my son, I lifted this. What can you do? Right? Like I'm trying to push him, and trust me, he blows me out of the water, but. He don't want his mama outlifting him, let's just say that. But even in the gym, we compete, in a friendly way, if we're racing or whatever it may be. Um, I don't know. I sleep better for sure. And I don't
Hmm.
sleep that much because I'm a mama too and work. So,
Right.
but I definitely, when I am sleeping, I sleep better. I feel like I actually got a night's sleep.
What's been your favorite part of the process that you've seen in results from after going through all this?
Outside of the 56 inches,
Yeah.
that's my number one favorite. But the camaraderie for sure, the positive atmosphere, and it's something to look forward to for myself
Hmm.
rather than, I mean, I love doing other things for other people, but this is something that I can hold on to myself and be a little bit protective of. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Okay. And just a few more questions. So someone could see this, they could hear your story, right? You lost 56 inches. You're able to sleep a little better. You've got more energy. Your confidence has improved. They may hear this and they're like, "No, this might be the place for me," but they might be on the fence. What would you want to
Yeah.
say to somebody who's on the fence?
Well, ironically, I was just having a conversation about that an hour ago with somebody who's thinking about coming over and wants to do what we've done, and I just tell them that we were there. 18 months ago, I was thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to get back to where I used to be, and how am
Hmm.
I going to feel better? And the first thing is to walk in the door. I mean, once you walk in the door, John will take care of it from there. It's
Okay.
that simple.
Okay.
Because that's the biggest, hardest part, I should say.
Okay.
Just
Now,
getting up.
let's switch gears. Let's talk about trainers and John a little bit. So, as the trainers, obviously, right, they know what they're doing. They're getting you results. Any trainer who knows their stuff can do that. But what type of people are these trainers, and what have you noticed about them?
Well, for me, because we're there in the morning, so I don't see them all.
Hmm.
Um, for the morning crew, they're just so positive. No matter where you are in your fitness level, nobody makes you feel like you're not supposed to belong there. Nobody looks at anybody like some people feel when they go into another gym,
Hmm.
right? Um, he pushes you and you don't even know that you're being pushed. He's having you do things that you maybe thought you wouldn't do, and you're doing it. I see that a lot now. Now that we've been there long enough, I see that with the new people, and it's inspiring.
Okay.
I've had some interaction with the other coaches, especially through my son, and same thing. The afternoon crew is just so positive. Um, they push you, but not to where I mean, nobody's yelling at each other.
Hmm.
We don't
Right.
have any of that. They're not drill sergeants in there, which I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But no, it's great. They're positive,
Okay.
100%.
Now, let me ask you about John, right? John owns this. He's running everything. What type of person is John?
He is 100% passionate about his job, 100% um, giving, and he's exactly supposed to be a trainer. You could tell in his heart of hearts that when somebody is trying, they don't have to PR that day, but if they are trying, he's excited.
Hmm.
He doesn't make you feel like you're um, any less than anybody else, no matter where your fitness level is. People respect him. He respects everybody else. Um, we won't talk about the fact that I could probably be his mother, but it's okay. He doesn't make me feel like the old lady in the gym. So
So he cares about you and everybody else there.
for sure, everybody feels that way,
Okay. Okay. And
and he's very well respected. That's a key thing.
okay.
We absolutely have no regrets. It's worth every single dollar. I mean, not
Mm.
that I even care about the dollars at this point.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. It's not, that's irrelevant.
Okay. And so,
Yeah.
since they've gone ahead, they've changed your life. They've done so many things for you, improved not only your life, but I know the rest of your families also. Let's say, in John's case, let's say you were never going to see him again. Let's say you had to go. He went away. You couldn't call him. You couldn't text him, email. This would be the last time you could ever talk to him. What would you want to say to him?
Well, that's hard. No, I would just uh, thank him for me pulling that little girl out of the closet that was in the dark corner and didn't want to come out anymore. I think that's the biggest thing.
Mm.
So he's done that for me, or CTS has done that for me, I should say, for
Awesome.
sure.
Awesome.
And now I'm out. I'm out of the dark.
That's great. That's great. Well, Angie, this has been an amazing story. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on and share everything that you've gone through with this, and I know this is going to help a lot of other people. And I just want to wish you the best of luck with everything going forward.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.